Hello and welcome back to the Making Fire podcast. This is a podcast where two longtime besties talk about their favorite TV show, Survivor. This week we're talking about episode 11 of season 50. Oh my gosh, can you guys believe it's over? Y'all getting a double feature this week. We got two episodes coming out. Maddie is back from her little vacay, and we're gonna get going. But before we get into the dirty details of this episode, Maddie, I have a question from Apple from Montgomery, Alabama. Apple asks, how are you doing?
You know what, Apple? I'm doing great, mind you, Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, if you want to know more about that, we are watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. We just finished season 1. Oh my god, we didn't talk before the episode about...
I didn't watch the clips episode, if I'm being honest.
Oh, no, that's like completely fine. It was still fun. Anyways, I've been loving that, Riley, and I got to watch the last episode and finale together, and I had such a great time. But okay, of season 1, yes. I'm excited to start season 2. Okay, what I wanted to talk about this week is Spotify did their 20-year thing. Did you see yours?
I did.
Okay, I just thought I'd go over this little details because it's so funny, and it's just the first part is just a peek into me being 15 years old. So my first day on Spotify was awesome. I think it's actually set up really bad for it to make me click through the whole thing, so pardon me.
It's definitely terrible.
My first day on Spotify was December 31st, 2016. So, but my first day of listening was January 1st, 2017. Not sure how that happened. I've listened to apparently 6,670 songs.
No, for sure.
And my very first song that I listened to, I think this is so fun, was it's called Janglin' by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, the people who sing that Home song. It's very of the times.
I'm going home.
And it's such a peek into me being 15, 16, and I love that. And also my top artist of all time is Billie Eilish, not surprisingly. But I thought this was so fun, and I love that playlist of my all-time top songs. I think that is very fun as well. If anyone is curious, my top song of all time is drum roll please, Tomorrow by Shaky Graves, which I wouldn't say that's my favorite song, but Spotify loves to put that on every single
playlist they make.
Playlist thing, yeah. So, but I just thought that was fun. I love when Spotify does stuff like that, especially throwing it back so many years. I love a little time capsule thing, and it's just fun. I want to know what yours is.
I can't seem to find the I can't seem to find the thing.
Oh, is it not just when you open Spotify anymore?
No. I'm trying to look for it, and it seems to have evaded my grasp. I have this Spotify editor celebrate 20 years vibe, but it's not specifically sort of highlighting this experience for me anymore, which is unfortunate. All I can remember, I screenshotted the day that I first started listening, which was November 3rd, 2014.
Whoa.
I know. I was in the Spotify streets, y'all. And my most streamed artist of all time is Beyonce.
Love.
And I think my most streamed song may have been Bodak Yellow by Cardi B.
Whoa.
And my first song that I ever listened to was a Jessie J song.
Love.
But I can't remember which Jessie J song it is. But it's a song that I probably only listened to for the first time when I listened to it when I opened Spotify for the first time. Because I was like, what song is this? I don't even remember the song at all. So just some fun facts about me. Yeah.
Love. Yeah, I didn't get on Spotify till a little bit later than a lot of like my peers because I was a Pandora girl for way too long.
Right, for sure, for sure.
But anyways, Riley, I have to ask, how are you?
Thank you, Apple from Montgomery, Alabama. I'm doing great. I was honestly, that's like better than what I was planning on talking about. I was just gonna do a recap of my favorite things right now. New things that have come out or that have happened. I'm really liking Charlie XCX's new song, Rock Music. I'm sorry, it's just stuck in my head. I don't know if
I don't
that's
know
a
if I've heard
controversial.
it.
Oh, so cancel the pod. So actually pull it up right now on Pandora and play that song.
Oh,
Play that
Pandora,
track.
yes.
Yeah, I'm really liking that song. I was seeing people like Charlie fans were like, oh, this is so old Charlie. Like all the Brat fans are gonna leave because this is just not Brat. And I listened to it and I was like, girl, this song is good. And I didn't really listen to Charlie until Brat came out. And I'm like, I'm messing with it. So why aren't y'all? Like, what's
Yeah.
the point? You know, like let your girl be famous. You know what I mean? I was also
Where were
gonna
y'all
say,
when Boom Clap came out?
oh, girl, I was running the streets when when Boom Clap came out. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Also, I love it. Like that just changed lives. Right. Like you
That
just
time
had to
period.
be there. You had to be there.
Actually, speaking of Boom Clap, not when I was home this most recent time, but the time before that, my siblings and I were like, my sister that's closest in age to me, we were like culturing our younger two siblings
Right.
on like the music we used to listen to and old music videos and stuff. And I put on the Boom Clap one, forgetting that it's a full like Fault in Our Stars thing. So it's like the two main characters sort of going around Amsterdam and like all of that.
Yes.
And you just had to be there for that era.
That was Coachella
loved
2016.
the Fault in Our Stars.
And that fits the vibe, if I'm being honest.
I
That's
think-
John Green, right?
Oh yeah, I loved John Green back in the day. And he seems great now too. Him and Hank. Love Hank.
Love that. That was really it. I don't know if I have. I was gonna. Coco Gauff made it to the finals of the Rome Open. Everybody, so go ahead and watch tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Maddie and I will be recording a podcast at that time, so go ahead and watch for me. That was honestly really what I was going to talk about. I don't know. No shade. I didn't really have any agenda. I didn't have like a personal agenda to push on all of you today, so you're safe
Right.
for now. But what we're gonna get into is episode 11.
Yeah. Wait, do we want to talk about?
Oh, of course. We're going to talk about our poll. You guys,
Yes.
we have to figure out what we're going to record over the summer. We asked you guys last episode to leave some comments. We got a mix of comments. We picked our
you guys
four.
delivered.
You guys did deliver in the comment section last episode. We picked 4 that we felt most connected to, and we are going to let you all sort of choose from the 4 options that are present. The 4 seasons that you guys have to choose from for our summer coverage are Micronesia, Gabon, Palau, and Cagayan. So, pick what you want to watch this summer. This will be a summer rewatch, similar to how we do Survivor 50. If you guys are new to the pod, we'll do 1 episode a week where we'll recap the episode and what happened. So, it'll basically be coverage for our whole summer as we wait for Survivor 51. Which is crazy to even like think about. But yeah, comment. Well, don't comment below. We'll post up. I think we're gonna post a poll on our channel for people to vote on,
I think yes, yeah.
like a community poll. So find the community poll, vote there.
And it'll be on Spotify. We can just combine the vote numbers.
Can you do up to 4 options on Spotify?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I normally just do 2.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was only 2 options. Girl, I've been only given 2 options. I would have given more.
I'm pretty sure you can do more than 2. But
I'm
if
not
not,
I'm not in charge of that department, so I'm not too familiar. But yeah, fill out that poll. Let us know your guys' thoughts. We are looking forward to the results. We'll leave it open, I think, until the end of 50. I don't know. I don't know how long does a poll stay open for, you think?
I'm pretty sure as long.
I mean, the end of
as
50 is
we
next
want.
week, so it's not really like that's far away. So
How about I'll put it to we record next week on Thursday the 21st. So I'll leave it till then.
Sure. That sounds great with me.
Perfect.
Can we move on now, or?
I mean, I guess if you're done.
Okay.
You're kind of like leading the episode, so
episode 11. Episode 11. I'm ready to go. Episode 11. Everybody will be shooketh. Y'all want to talk about a 2016 flashback? The word shooketh, I saw that in the title of Survivor, and I felt, I got heart palpitations. Y'all don't know Christine Sedelko. Like, I know Christine Sedelko. Thank you.
My God, she, like, I don't remember how this happened. I actually just looked her up, like, a couple days ago. Something came up on my TikTok with Christine Sedelko. Oh, it might have been a clip of her and the other guy, Elijah, on Jenna and Julian's podcast, and I was like, whoa, where is this from?
Throwback.
I know.
3 of the 4 of those people aren't even, like, on the internet anymore. Or is Elijah still on the internet?
I don't know.
Girl, I don't know. I know that Christine took, like, a step back, and she, like, watches K-pop now, or listens to K-pop, and, like, will go on hikes. I don't know.
Guys, you really missed out when Riley had his Don't Mess with Texas shirt.
Y'all, I one year I think it was for Halloween, or maybe it was like a Spirit Weekday, but I dressed up as the Christine Sedelko. Thank you very much. And it was kind of iconic,
It was. Do you want to talk about other Spirit Week things you did, or not at this time?
I think we'll save it for the Patreon. The Patreon, ooh, my vision. It's hard to see the... Okay, sorry, the notes, y'all. So to start off, we are post Stephanie. Stephanie was voted out, and people are excited. There's $2 million in the pot. Could you believe it?
Well, some people are more excited than others.
That's true. Rizzo, for example, is so happy for the $2 million. Like, he is hyped on that. He's really bumping for it, bumping that, to quote Charlie XCX. And Aubrey is also happy, but mostly she's happy that Rick has made a bigger target on himself. At this point of her game, at the final 8, she's feeling more fearless. She's feeling like I guess they're at the final 9 at this point. Can you believe that? In 2 episodes, we went from the final 9 to the final 5. Is that not crazy?
And we're about to keep jumping.
Aubrey, at this point of where she's at in the game, she's like, I need to play fearlessly. I need to just move with the intention of winning this game. Jonathan, on the other hand, is not happy at all. He's like, great, I have to completely regroup now. I was just blindsided. Stephanie, one of my biggest allies, just went home, and I am sort of left with crumbs, basically. Bad position to be in.
Yeah.
The next morning, Rick is sort of like looking at his idol that he got from Mr. Beast's coin flip. And he says, or I guess he lets us know that the idol's only good to the final 7.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. He also gets a fun little edit where he's sort of like jumping up and down constantly, and like
a full edit of dancing. That's his dancing.
I was like, we're spending a lot of time on this.
It really was.
They're putting a lot of effort into this edit for Mr. Devons here.
Yeah.
Joe is. I wish Joe was, I just wish, like, Joe was kind of cunty. Like, I just wish something about him, like, part of me kind of, like, wants to root for him a little bit, because his animosity towards Rick, I think, is admirable. The way that Joe can't even be happy for the $2 million because of how much he hates Rick is so funny to me.
Like, he has so many things he needs to, like, process.
Yeah, he needs to, like, work on.
I learned, I think maybe yesterday, about how he's basically blocking, like, everybody who ever talks about him. Like, cast, people that talk about Survivor. I can't believe we're not blocked. I mean, I haven't checked, but I'm assuming we're not blocked. But
he'd have to watch. People would have to watch the podcast for us to be blocked.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, we should start, like, tagging him.
Hey, to our avid watchers, can y'all start drama between us and Joe, please?
It would actually be an honor to be blocked by Joe. Can I be honest? I would love that.
Of course you would. No, yeah, he's on a trip right now, a blocking trip. Sari is on the Joe train. Sari is not happy with Joe's hypocrisy. She just can't. She's like, girl, you were in a game. We're here playing Survivor.
Talking about how Rick's idol move was just disgusting and, like, horrible, and how dare he, all this stuff. I'm like, I love how Sari even clocked it. She's like, you do know, like, you're on Survivor,
right? Know? Like, this is the game. Like,
he was playing the game.
This is the second time you've played, mind you.
Did he really? Sorry, didn't really play the first
No,
time.
not too much, sister. Not too much of my good girl Eva.
Oh, God. Don't bring her up, please.
Oh, God, can you... I feel like I remember post-season 48 when everybody was like, oh, my God, Eva's going to be on 50. Eva and Joe are lock-ins for 50. Could you imagine if we had both of them this season?
Oh, my God. No.
There would have been no recovering from that.
I'm just so happy we're not in a world where that happened.
Tiffany knows that there are big fish to fry in this game, and she says that the fish to fry are Rizzo and Ozzy. They have idols. They need to go. And who does she tell this to, mind you? She's going to go ahead and be telling it to Suri.
Little does she know about Sir Wizard of Oz.
Little does she know about Sir Wizard of Oz, but also, like, Tiffany made this out unscathed. Like, she pointed this out to Suri, and Suri said, you know what, heard.
She's the one person who's been able to get away with this.
Right.
It has been a death wish for every other person that has done this.
The kiss of death.
Yeah.
That's my winner pick. Not too much of my winner pick.
Yeah.
Maddie would have never picked her.
Right.
We go over to Suri, and we have another sort of spout of PTSD happening this season. Suri, she's scared of Advantage getting happening again. And that's, I think, why she listens to Tiffany a little bit. Because Suri said, the last thing I want to happen to me this game is that I am the only possible person left that can be voted for, and then I get booted.
And that's completely valid.
Because of circumstance.
Yeah. And it would be scary if your two closest alliance members have idols and then it comes down to it in some way and it ends up being her. Also, wait, I want to say, I have not watched the recent episode. So I do know, like, not to spoil, but I do know what happens. I don't know how we get to that point, though. So maybe if anything I'm saying, like, comes true. I don't know.
Right. I feel, I think so. I think you're right. Like, her two allies having the idols could be concerning for her. It's also concerning that Rizzo and Ozzy can't play those idols on other people. They have to play them on themselves.
Yeah.
And so I think that creates a little bit of concern. Yeah. Suri starts to plant seeds a little bit. She ultimately agrees with Tiffany's plan that we need to get rid of Ozzy and Rizzo's idols, but Suri's like, I definitely don't want either of them to go home. Like, I definitely need both of them in this game, but we need to flush the idols. So she starts planting seeds with Ozzy that he needs to play his idol on himself because, you know, things are starting to bubble up and he should start being a little concerned. Like, he's had the idol for too long.
Yeah. And at first he immediately is like, you're so right. Once again, you are correct.
Once again, queen is queen, adios, you know, famous Suri quote.
Yeah.
We get a little scene where Ozzy talks about his dead dad. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he is
Oscar.
Yeah, it's a little bit more emotional than that, sorry. Ozzy talks about his dad and how he felt like he misrepresented his dad on his original season, and he feels like he can get another chance to sort of rectify that this season, which is really...
I meant to look it up. Where did his dad live?
He
says he didn't live in the same country.
I'm guessing in Mexico. Is Ozzy Mexican? Where's Ozzy? Where's his lineage from?
I don't know. I forgot to look. I thought this was very sweet, though. In talking, he also, you know,
Mexico.
brought up the Oscar Ozzy of it all that we've been going through all season. And also, I thought it was sweet that he's having this conversation with Rick.
I know, especially when there's been, like, not, like, necessarily beef there, but maybe tension. It's nice to sort of, like, break that down a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
The next day we wake up, and Rick and Emily are sort of chit-chatting together at camp, and Rick says in the morning, he's like, it's going to be a weird one tonight. And Emily says, I know, I'm excited. We have some options.
We didn't hear enough from Emily in the beginning of the episode, in my opinion, for how things turned out.
I think this whole merge, we've been missing a lot from Emily. It's really crazy how much of a hold the Rick, Emily, and Christian trio had on the pre-merge that we got to merge and they, like, lost all of their power and were really just, like, working with what they had, you know?
And quiet.
They were quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet group. I would have loved to heard from Emily more. She
know
tells
she's
us,
saying and thinking things.
girl, you know she has a comment for everything. A little comment. Emily knows that they need to worry more about the power players that are left in the game, and sort of the idol holders that are in the game. And she says, there are people in this game who hold a lot of power that don't even have any idols, i.e. Suri. Mm-hmm. She's running this game without any power right now. And so if we were to do a vote, we need to vote her out. That's the sign.
Yeah.
Emily going against Mother. That's crazy. Mother v. Mother.
I know, but she's so right.
She is right. But people have been saying this since the beginning of the season. Jenna Lewis went home over this.
Yeah, day one.
Day one. We go to the immunity challenge, and we have a couple things that we learn here. A couple things are sort of broken down here at the immunity challenge, and I'm gonna give you one guess, good or bad thing. Guess.
Oh, definitely good, right?
You would think so. At the final 9 of Survivor 50, you'd think so. No, it's actually gonna go to be bad. It's actually going to go to be bad. And let me break that down for you a little bit. So for the immunity challenge, it's a staple of the new era. We have some buoys in the water. They're triangles, doghouse shaped, one might say. And they sort of have to stand on the triangle, pyramid, doghouse shaped buoy. And they have to balance, and it's basically a game of outlasting. Who can stand on longest? Progressively over time, you'll lose more and more of a foothold. Until you're just balancing on your feet, and then and then 1 foot. Put an asterisk against that. We'll get back there.
I was just missing Q in a way that I had forgotten about for a few episodes.
I'm always gonna mourn the fact that we did not get Q more than we did this season. Like,
I need Q there, where he just I don't know if he's not actually playing, or if he just is somehow safe every single episode and makes it an entire season. But I just need his commentary, his chaos, his humor, his everything.
Baby, you want Q to replace Jeffrey Probst. That's what you want.
Could you imagine a world?
I feel like that would be really good. Sorry, I hate to say it.
I need Q on every single season.
Well, because then you get Q every episode, but then Jeff is only in maybe 10% of the episode. Mm-hmm. So you only get Q for 10% of the episode, and then you get no confessionals from him. It's all just in front of the camera hosting.
I need him to host the challenges where he's yelling at people, he's making fun of people, he's hyping people up.
You don't want him at Tribal?
Well, I don't know. I think he would have a hard time not taking the spotlight.
Right. At Tribal Council.
Right, and I want him to be the announcer at challenges. Right. I think he would be a great host of something. This is so unbelievably random. I think he'd be so good as the host of Wipeout.
No, I see your fantasy.
Thank you.
Would you go on Wipeout?
Oh, I'd love to. I loved Wipeout. I even had it on the Wii.
I did too. They did a new one with Nicole Byer and John Cena, but I don't know if that's still running anymore.
Oh, I've not watched that. Okay, fun fact.
I mean, it's the same Wipeout, it's just different hosts.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched it. But, real throwback, I didn't own the Wipeout game on the Wii. 1 year for Christmas, my parents got us a GameFly subscription. Do you remember that?
I trust and believe.
And we rented Wipeout and The Sims, and then didn't want to return them. We just wanted to keep playing it. And my parents were like, so why do we have a subscription to a service where you get to rent games if you just want to keep these 2 that you got on the first time? I was like, that's a great question. But Wipeout was so fun.
Wipeout was a fun Wii game, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Maddie lore drop. So, we do the challenge, and we find out that whoever wins this challenge will get an advantage towards a twist that's happening at Tribal. Oh my gosh, what do we think this twist could be? At the final 9, who knows, right?
Truly.
The challenge happens. Most people last for the whole time. Everybody ends up having to perch themselves on 1 foot on top of the buoy, and that's when everybody drops except Tiff. OMG, can you believe it? Can you believe it? My winner pick not only wins, but she gets an advantage. That better than your winner pick would ever do. Can you imagine that, honey?
She really won that advantage standing on her own 2 feet.
That's crazy. And guess what? She did win on her both on her 2 feet. We find out because someone in production is a fucking narc, snake, snitch, anti-Tiff. This anti-Tiff agenda has to run their mouth in the back corner. We find out Tiff actually didn't lift her foot in time when they transitioned from 2 feet to 1.
Not just in time. Like, half the people had fallen off. And she's still, like, fully just standing there 2 feet down. She was just so locked in. Watching it back is so crazy. Because, like, I knew that this happened before watching the episode because I didn't get to watch it live. And watching it in real time was so funny.
It's really definitely, girl, watching it live when the episode was airing, I went, yes, yes, yes. And then immediately when the people came in on the boat and Jeff was like, right now, take a look. I was like, oh my God, about some bullshit is about to happen. No, yeah, she was so late. And I understand what she was doing. It's like, wait till the very last possible second, but... Because I think there's a point where she, like, lifts her foot up a little bit and then puts it back down, and then she lifts it back up again. And it just... my girl. It's unfortunate. But Tiff ends up not winning the immunity. In second place ends up winning immunity, and you will never guess who second place was. My good friend, Johnny Than. Jonathan is the winner of immunity in Survivor 50, episode 11. Can you believe it? Unfortunately, I have to.
Unfortunately, yes, because apparently I forgot that he won this challenge on his first.
Apparently,
I've never been on live television before. Then apparently, I don't watch the news.
You kind of just, like, relate to him in a way.
In what way? Go ahead. Can you speak on that?
I don't know. Like, you just, like, similar energies, I feel like. Like, I feel like if you were on live news, you would do this same thing.
Put me on live news. I would love to have that opportunity.
Apparently.
Hello, princess.
This was my live reaction to Tiffany and not winning immunity. I said, Tiff, didn't move her foot, so Jonathan wins, this is my 9/11.
Not dramatic at all.
Not dramatic at all. We find out then what the twist is for Tribal this episode. The final, the 8 people oh my God. The 8 people who are left over after you remove Jonathan from the final 9. That was probably the most complicated way I could have said that sentence, but y'all understand. Y'all get the get. Yeah. The 8 people are going to be divided into random groups of 4, and they're each voting someone out. Each group is voting a player out, and Jonathan gets to vote at each tribal. Isn't that so fucked up?
Also, making him be the one that gets to walk between the 2 beaches and be the messenger was crazy.
Honestly, it's crazy, but I think it's the funniest thing, like, funniest possible thing that could have happened. Because Jonathan has no clue what's going on. I think really what could have been the funniest would have been
Joe.
Like, Joe would have been funny. I think Ozzy would have been funny because I feel like Ozzy would have been strategizing with the team that Suri wasn't on by like what Suri was telling him to say. You know what I mean? So like Suri tells himself.
Suri.
Yes, Suri would have been, and then he would have walked over to the other group and then said what Suri said. And
Hold on, I gotta go ask Suri.
They would have countered back, and he would have walked back over. Right. I gotta go ask Mom if I can hang out.
So Mom said no.
So Mom said no, that's not gonna work.
Maybe tomorrow night.
So we have 2 tribes, random tribes. Tiffany, Emily, Suri, and Devins are on the blue tribe. And Rizzo, Joe, Aubrey, and Ozzy are on the purple tribe. Jonathan is voting with both groups, so input him as he inputs himself everywhere. And just imagine that. These are very interesting. I think I hate that they were random. I hate this twist. I hate it.
Yeah.
I would have genuinely rather them have done a double tribal like survive, like Big Brother, like where you vote someone out and immediately you go into Jeff's like, we're not leaving tribal council. You're playing a challenge right here, right now.
Can we just do that for
someone
once?
is winning immunity, and then you're voting another person out tonight. No strategizing time. I would have rather had that happen.
Yeah. I'm so sick of them splitting them up when we get into these tiny numbers.
I don't understand why they don't just do a double tribal. I feel like a double tribal could be fun. It could have chaos. Australian Survivor has done a couple double tribals. Big Brother does at least one double elimination every season. They fit a double elimination into like what, an hour and a half episode? A live hour and a half episode, mind you. That's live that they're doing it. Like, Survivor can do, like, I don't understand why they don't just do a double tribal. I honestly, even just in like a regular season, like a season 51, if you just randomly spring a double tribal onto them, like at any point of the merge, like I think that would be really cool.
Completely agree. I'm just so sick of this twist. Like, I understand that it's different with having someone going back and forth between the groups, but I don't like splitting them into these small groups of like 5. I hate it.
I don't like it either. I think a double tribal would force people to play their cards. It would force people to show sort of where the standings were.
Well, someone went ahead and showed all of their cards.
And we'll,
for no reason.
For no reason, and we're about to get to no shade. More post-challenge, we're starting with the blue group, Tiffany, Emily, Sari, and Rick Devins. Jonathan is doing a little peck dance to show off the necklace, just in case you were wondering if he could do that, he can. Even though he's starving and has no food in his system, he can still show off.
Yeah.
Just wanted to put
also,
that.
I hated this group because I didn't want any of them to go.
I know, I really would have rathered none of these people. Maybe Jonathan. So here's the question that I wonder sort of about the mechanics of the game, and this is where I think too hard about Survivor. Is I was thinking, what if Jonathan, like, every person who wins immunity has the opportunity to give up their immunity necklace to somebody else. Mm-hmm. Jonathan could not have done that this episode because he won this twist.
Oh, yeah.
Unless the twist gets past with the immunity necklace. I mean, I don't think there's a world where Jonathan was going to, but like, can you imagine if, well, no, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just thinking, like, in a world where Jonathan, like, his vote was really important on a tribe, that doesn't really make any sense because he's voting at in the tribe.
I see
anyways.
what you're trying to say.
But you see what I'm saying? I just like the mechanics of it all, and I feel like for me as a Survivor fan, that's been a reoccurring theme for me this season, where I have been constantly questioning, well, what if this had happened instead? Like, I feel like we're walking on a very thin line this season. And for a majority of the season, the right thing happened that needed to happen. But I'm like, what if that didn't happen? Like, it so easily could have gone in another way that it's like, you know what I mean? And maybe I'm just asking stupid questions that nobody else is wondering, and that it's like, girl, get a life.
That's why you have a podcast to ask stupid questions that no one cares about.
Right, and that's why people watch us. And I'm like, girl, I'm analytically, like, I'm breaking down Survivor in an analytical way. Isn't that what y'all want from us?
Right.
Girl, I'm coming for my Rob Has a Podcast bag right now. Let me give that a little fishy award or something. Like, I'm ready to go.
Can Rob Has a Podcast? Can someone start listening to us and get us on there?
Get us on Rob Has a Podcast.
Yeah.
But then none of the affiliated like podcasters, like, we just want to record our podcast on Rob, like, through their network.
Yeah.
Rob says, when if you're listening, that was us brainstorming. We're open to feedback. Limited feedback. Hey, limited feedback.
Limited. We're peers. So
we're peers.
Know your place.
Know your place.
Yeah.
But hey, we take it in. We hear it.
We'd love to chat.
You have two feedbacks to give. But we're open. Line's open. We'll connect our assistant to your assistant. If you guys have assistants, oh, sorry, I didn't want to assume. We'll have our people reach out to whoever you're.
We did go ahead. Well, I went ahead and cleared up that email recently. So if we do get an email, we will see it now.
Right. For sure. So hey, go ahead and connect our people with your people.
Yeah.
So Sari is sort of immediately pushing Devins and Emily to Jonathan. Sari's sort of banking that her relationship building with Jonathan will carry her and Tiffany both through this twist.
And he loves an old school.
He loves an old schooler. Yeah. Jonathan seems really happy with this. He's like, okay, I want to break up the duo that is Devins and Emily. I feel like that'll put me in a really good spot. Emily knows it's going to be her. She knows that it's a high likelihood that she's going home tonight, but she doesn't want to play how she played last time when she was going home on season 45.
On the same day.
on the same day. She wants to throw everything out the wall. She wants to make sure that she played all of her cards, right? She wants to go home with no regrets.
Yeah.
And I think that's a positive way to look at it. Like, at least try, you know what I mean?
And I think she was really smart in how she tried. I think
I
she
agree.
played a really good game this episode.
I agree. And I think it was a good way. Emily, I hate that you went home this episode, Queen, but I want you, please come back. Come back.
Oh, I really hope she does. I haven't listened to any of the exit interview stuff other than like clips I've seen, but what I have seen is her being really, really hard on herself, and it makes me really sad. She's like, I was so just oblivious to how I was blowing up people's games and like spreading information and taking information that people would tell me and then like accidentally turning on them with who I would share it with at every possible moment. And while like, yes, you were doing that, you make for great television. I love you as a character, as a person. I'm just such a huge Emily fan. And when she has moments like this, I'm like, I want to see this. Like, I want you back. I need you back.
I need her to be like the Aubrey of this era, of the new era. You know what I mean? Like,
and she totally, could be.
My thing with Emily is that okay, yes, she plays messy, very messy, and we are the first people to admit that, but she got 9th place on a 24-person season. She's gone to every single tribal council that she's been like available to go to in both of her seasons. Every single tribal council. So I say get Emily on a good starting tribe at some point. Please. And let her cook a little bit at the beginning of the game. Let her make good relationships without having the pressure of going to tribal. Like, let it happen a little bit. But not only is she a good character, but the way she thinks is the right way to think. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
she isn't just like a fun, messy character, like a Abby Maria, you know? Like, it isn't someone that we're just like, okay, like she's just there to be messy and for us to like have a good time with, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like the way Emily's brain works. I love that she's always trying to do something.
I do too. And I love that she's not afraid to push back on things. Mm-hmm. She speaks her mind, even when she might not necessarily like, it might not be the best move for her, but I love that she does.
Right.
And her commentary, her looks to camera, she's perfect. Emily, you're perfect.
Her narration and her confessionals, the way that she presents herself in her game to us, the audience, is it's perfect. It like not like. Not in like a messy way or like even like a fun way. I'm like, oh, I understand every single step that you're making right now, and I know why you're making that step. Yeah. Do I, as an audience member, have more context behind why it might be a bad decision for you? Yes. But for you as a singular person, as Emily Flippen, who is making this choice in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of Survivor 50, live gameplay, right? I'm like, oh no, I get why you're making this choice. Right. Is it a bad choice? Yes, but I get it, and I appreciate her as a narrator because of that. So
I flippin' love Emily Flippen.
I flippin' love Emily Flippen. Can we get some shirts started, people? Like, dang. Yeah, I love Emily. I hope. I feel like she could really cement herself as a iconic character of the new era.
She's someone I want to be friends with.
Girl, get her on the pod. I have some taxes you can audit or whatever she does. What does she do? Financial analyst?
Financial analyst.
Girl,
you analyze my finances.
You can analyze my finances as much as you want. We can do it live on the pod. Just don't talk about that. Don't talk. Don't ask too many questions about where that $1,000 comes from each month. Just don't.
I just love the idea. We have Emily Flippen on the podcast. We like really don't talk about Survivor. We just get into your personal finance. And we don't talk not a little. We don't talk about it at all. At all. And we start the episode with no context. It's the episode starts in the middle of her pulling up my bank account. And she's screen sharing, and you and I are both watching from like the side. And it's just her talking about my finances. Emily, please. We think that'd be so funny. That would be so funny, okay? I'll let you do it. I think you promise. And I want to just, like, get her comments, her reactions. Yeah, like... she says, you spend how much money a month on Wingstop? That's crazy. Like, no, okay. Emily, you don't understand. Like, there's a new flavor out right now, and it's limited time. Like, you have to kind of get it when you get it, you know? Exactly. All right, clip that, send it to Emily.
Clip it, send it to Emily. Thank you.
Tag
Editors,
her.
you know what to do.
Listeners, let's go ahead and get her attention.
Listeners, go ahead and tag Rob as a podcast. Tag Emily Flippin separately.
Yeah. Call
Those
Emily
are separate
Flippin.
comments. Boost up the engagement a little bit.
Call your congressperson and tell them to get Emily Flippin on the Mickey podcast.
Call your representative and let them know.
Yeah.
To go back to the plot of the episode a little bit, to go back to Emily's plan here, break it down a little bit. Emily knows that inherently Rick is going to want to make a big move tonight, and she knows that's the perception of what Rick is going to want to do tonight, right? Mm-hmm. She starts telling everybody that she is going to get Rick to play the idol on her, Emily Flippin, when in reality, she wants us to get to stockpile all the votes on him. So he'll play it on her, and nobody will vote for her, and everybody will vote for Rick. So we flush the idol, we send him home, and that is that. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, if she's able to make that work, okay, work. But we quickly find out when she connects with Rick that this is in fact all fake. Why would she want? There's layers to her and her thinking, you guys. She's like a 7-layer bean dip. Why would she want Rick to go home?
Nikocado Avocado, she is 2 steps ahead. She was always 2 steps ahead.
Nikocado Avocado, baby. Nikocado Avocado, since season 50, not only has she gained 300 pounds, but she lost 400 pounds since then. I want you to get on that level. Thank you. Yeah, so that's sort of the plan with Emily. Tiffany is pushing Ozzy to Jonathan. Before he scampers back over to the next group, she says, you need to vote Ozzy out tonight. And he is down with that. Jonathan hops over to our purple group, Rizzo, Joe, Aubrey, and Ozzy. Ozzy feels like this is very easy. He trusts Rizzo, and Joe and him, Ozzy, feel like Jonathan will side with them. So we just naturally have to vote Aubrey out. And that's the natural conclusion. Ozzy decides, hey, for voting Aubrey out, I need to be working on my jury management. So I need to jury manage Aubrey. And how does he manage to do that? He tells Aubrey absolutely everything.
Like he's trying so hard to be Oscar, but Ozzy just creeps out.
Just creeps in.
He can't contain it.
Ozzy tells absolutely every morsel of his game to Aubrey. Which, honestly, if we can, it's not even great jury management to begin with.
No, it's not.
To tell the person who, mind you, Jonathan hasn't even arrived to camp at this point. It's not even a foregone conclusion that Aubrey's going home tonight. To just go to tell her and be like, basically, you're going home. Mm-hmm. And here's why my game has been better than yours this whole time. I'd argue that's not great jury management, even if Ozzy didn't end up going home tonight. And if Aubrey went home and Ozzy didn't, I still don't think that would have done what he thought it did.
I'm just obsessed that, the second Suri is separated from him, again, it's game over. It's curtains.
It's the curtains are drawn. Curtains up. Yeah. That's what it's giving. So Aubrey then goes, well, that's not going to work for me.
Literally.
This whole situation.
That hears this would be like, excuse me?
Ozzy did this at a terrible time. If he was going to do this, he should have done it right before Tribal. Or not at all, honestly.
But why is he also risking Suri in this?
Because he thought she was going home.
But it's so early in the afternoon. She can easily tell every single other person, including Jonathan.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
take that to the other beach.
But Ozzy thought Jonathan was on their side.
But why would you think that?
Because he has no clue what's going on without Suri. He doesn't have Suri on his side right now saying, oh, actually, let's not do that. Why you BNQ? Why you BNQ? Are you familiar?
No.
Oh, I just hate when people, you claim to love gay people, but then you just never know the culture.
Okay, well, can you explain it to me?
It's a RuPaul's Drag Race quote. Alyssa Edwards famously on season 5 says, why you being cute? to
Oh.
Jade Jolie or Coco Montrese. But now why you being cute is simplified to why you being Q, the letters.
Right.
And so now sometimes I just be going, why you being Q? Why you be NQ at the end of the
No,
day? Like, why you be
exactly.
NQ? And that's a little bit of gay history for y'all today. A little bit of gay culture for
Thanks,
this week.
I would appreciate if you just like kept it to yourself.
Do you, I be shoving it down your throat too much? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
or?
we've got like 2 more weeks before you can like let that all out.
Beef. Oh, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. You better be ready. I'm coming for you. Do we remember the Survivor 40 promo? Nobody talks about the Winter at War promo anymore, but y'all, pre-pandemic 2020, that was insane.
Yeah.
You better be ready. They're coming for you. Ozzy. Aubrey takes all the information that Ozzy's received and immediately goes to Rizzo and Joe, both.
Mm-hmm.
And are like, this is what Ozzy just told me. We need to get Ozzy out tonight. And you know Rizzo's shitting himself.
Yeah, he's like, why would Ozzy do that?
Why would Ozzy do that? It makes no sense. And now Rizzo's like, what do I do? Like, what am I going to do, you know?
Yeah.
This just made what really seemed like a simple vote on this tribe just got extremely messy. Extremely messy. If Cerie's game gets ruined because Ozzy couldn't shut his mouth, like, and it's terrible that she can't even like confront him for. I was like, oh my god, Jonathan's gonna take this all back and start spewing the word to everybody and create issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's really unfortunate, I think, at the root of all of this is Cerie doesn't know what Ozzy's doing, and on it, like Ozzy didn't do it with malintent, like he didn't do it with bad intentions.
No, he's
But
completely oblivious.
He's completely oblivious, but Ozzy is sort of spewing all this about Cerie. It's creating negative connotations about Cerie, and Cerie at the end of the day just wants to save Ozzy. That's all she wants to do. Is she really wants to make sure that he sees the next day. Girl, you don't want to see that would have. Oh God, I can't even imagine what would have happened if Ozzy had come back from that tribal.
Oh.
Cerie would have wrung him out.
Yeah.
God. I feel sick to my stomach even thinking about it. We go to a commercial break, I believe, but then we come back and Jonathan is now like more integrated on this tribe. Aubrey tells Jonathan everything about Sir Oz. And Joe, who is constantly confused. Confused. Joe wants to tell Rizzo and Jonathan. Well, okay. Joe wants to tell Rizzo, but Jonathan is like, we shouldn't tell Rizzo. We don't need Rizzo to know that we're voting Ozzy out. We don't need him as a number. It can just be Aubrey, Joe, and Jonathan. But Joe's like, well, I kind of want to tell Rizzo. And so then Jonathan takes this back to Cerie. And Cerie is like, hey, you should let Joe tell Rizzo. If he feels very strongly about it, let Joe tell Rizzo. This is Cerie's hopeful in that it will cue Rizzo to tell Ozzy about needing to play his idol tonight.
Yeah.
But mind you, Cerie had already had this conversation with him earlier in the episode, and it seemed it seemed like they were on the same page that it needed to happen.
Yeah. But he seems to have forgotten about that.
Seems to have forgotten about that. We go back to the Blue Tribe, and Emily's like, I just need Cerie to be complacent tonight. Cerie is too smart. She will sniff something out directly under her. Like, she will figure it out. We just need to be chill. We need to be chill.
Yeah.
Cerie is not fully convinced that this plan is going through tonight. She's unsure what will happen. There are too many factors that she has to put trust in. So she has to feel it out when she gets there.
With her extra vote.
We go to the Blue Tribal first, and it is a very quick tribal, really. It's really talk about like who's believing who, what's gonna happen, and we sort of see Cerie's brain moving, and she's really trying to figure out what her options are, and sort of figure out if what Emily has been saying is the truth. And that sort of shifts us into the vote.
Yeah.
We vote, and Rick plays his idol on himself, which kind of it's like, oh wow, like that was never the plan, right? Jonathan and Tiff voted Rick, so those votes are canceled, and that leaves 3 votes left, right? Three's a majority.
Exactly.
We got one vote for Suri, one vote for Emily, and the final vote is for Suri. That's 2-1. Or so you thought. Because Queen Mother Suri Emmer effing Fields
Yeah.
played that double vote without telling anybody. She just said, I have an inkling and I'm going to trust it. And she trusted correctly. Suri puts both of her votes on Emily, and that creates a 2-2 tie between Emily and Suri. And on the revote, Suri gets her double vote, and they are able to do a 4-2 vote. 4 votes on Emily, 2 votes on Suri. And Emily is packing.
I'm so sad that it came down to these two.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, I need to see Emily flipping back.
Mm-hmm.
And I was happy that Suri was still in the game.
I think the best moment was Rick and Emily thinking they got away with it.
Oh, I know.
For like 1 second, they thought they got away with it, and then immediately Suri was like, "Not too much, sisters. Not too much, friends." There's not a huge Emily reaction here. She gets voted out. She gets to sit on the jury bench. The three remaining people get to go back to the island, and Jonathan stays put for the next tribal.
Mm-hmm. I like that she got to sit there.
I do too. And then we start the purple tribal here. Do you have any thoughts about? Well, I guess I didn't really ask you before the blue tribal, but yeah,
I just don't like this twist, and it's really upsetting to see it like come down to this for people that I love.
I agree. This group is our Aubrey, Joe, Jonathan, Ozzy, and one other person. Rizzo, of course. How could I forget Rizgod? Rizgod. Rizzo is voting in this group with everybody else.
Speaking of Rizgod, I hadn't like thought about this, but I saw a clip on TikTok about it the other day. When Rizzo got his torch snuffed on his last season, and he asked Jeff to call him Rizgod. Well, but he was like, "Can you call me by my nickname?" And then Jeff called him Rizgod. I didn't think about how most of the people, both like that was on the jury in the game, whatever, they didn't know that he called himself Rizgod, because that was like pretty much like a confessionals thing where he would call himself that.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of people's first time hearing him be called Rizgod, and it was by Jeff.
Oh, on his original season when he got voted out. Yeah.
And that's
I
really
thought you were
funny
talking about this season. I was like, no.
No.
But yes, no, I agree. That is kind of crazy to think about.
Like, yeah, that would have gagged me if I was on that jury, and then out of nowhere I hear Jeff call Rizzo Rizgod.
The Rizgod Rizgod, baby.
Yeah.
Full
and then
legal
I'd be like,
name.
what else was that kid saying in his
Right.
confessionals if he had this whole alter ego
Right.
going on, persona?
Maybe that's why he got on season 50.
Yeah.
His alter ego.
I just love Rizzo.
Me too. We get to the final tribal of the episode. Aubrey and Ozzy are sort of talking about how they are playing as new versions of themselves. They are years past when they last played, and it's new versions of themselves. It's a whole new. Aubrey's had a child. Ozzy's lost his dad. Like, there's big things that have happened in their lives that have fundamentally changed who they are as people, and I think that's the most interesting part about returnee seasons like this at this point in Survivor history, is that we're seeing these people at different points of their life.
Especially people that have played like multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a pretty simple vote. They go to vote. Jeff asks if anybody has an idol, and Ozzy does not play his idol.
He's just sitting pretty.
He was so close.
But, like, I can't even be sad. Like, when you do that to yourself in such a major way. And I'm not saying, like, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to watch. I don't really have words.
Yeah. And Ozzy doesn't either. He gets blindsided. And he is gobsmacked, to say the least. He is absolutely like, what just happened?
Yeah.
and he gets voted out. It's one of the coldest exits, I'd say, in Survivor history. He's heartbroken, and you can tell he's heartbroken. He's pissed off at all of them. Because
it's like he doesn't get what he did to himself.
Yeah. He doesn't understand why it was bad, what he did.
Yeah. He thought that was him playing a good game. A good end game.
Wait, because I kind of feel maternal towards Ozzy right now. Wait, Ozzy, come back.
Oscar, get back here.
Oscar, get back here. I kind of feel maternal towards you. That wraps up this episode. Emily Flippin and Oscar the Ozzy are gone.
Two divas.
Two divas down.
This was hard.
This is my 9/11.
Yeah. Those were your twin towers.
Hey,
Emily and Ozzy.
Emily and Ozzy. That wraps up this episode. Do you have any closing thoughts?
We're getting down to it.
We
and are. I'm getting nervous.
We sure are.
I am very sad about how this episode played out. And it's also interesting, I mentioned this before this episode, but both this episode and the episode we're recording tomorrow morning, the most recent one, I have not watched like live because I've been traveling. So it's been really interesting, and like it's completely unavoidable for me unless I just don't go on Instagram for an entire week to not see spoilers. So it's been like hard getting the motivation to watch these episodes when I know the outcomes and that people I love are getting booted.
Right.
So we're getting there. It's almost the finale.
Almost.
And
next week.
And I'm just excited about the future. I'm a little bit nervous about the wrap up of this season.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel similarly. I don't know. I think my problem with this season, my friend of the pod, Austin, he had a really good, let's see if I can find it real quick. We were sharing our thoughts back and forth, and I don't know why something about this season is just like not hitting how I thought it would hit. I feel like it's very twist heavy, and maybe that's what, like, the issue that I'm having with it. It just feels a little unnatural Survivor, if that makes sense. I feel like we're playing around a lot of goalposts, but I feel like we should have just let them like play how they needed to play. I
agree. I think I really loved the pre-merge. Mm-hmm. I thought that it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of momentum. Those were some fun episodes, I feel like, until like Zach Brown. Like, that was tough. But then I feel like they truly lost all momentum when they, instead of doing like the massive merge tribal, what could have been, where they split everyone up into tribes, I feel like they lost all momentum at that point, and it has been a struggle to come back from that.
A struggle to come back to that. I think also, and I found Austin's comment here, it's specifically about Aubrey, because we'll talk about this when we record tomorrow, about like win equity of different players. Yeah. And I think I don't care. You're gonna watch the episode tonight. I feel like Aubrey has the highest win equity of the final five. Yeah. And I was like, why do I feel a certain way about this? And Austin said it great, that Aubrey, he said Aubrey plays a fierce floater game throughout all the twists that have happened, but it's kind of a disappointing winning game for season 50. Like season 50, you don't necessarily want like a floater to win the game, right? Like you want a big, like I feel like of the final 9, even like, I don't know, like of the final 13, like I feel like Suri was playing the most like mob boss game, you know what I mean? Like the most season 50 game. And that's not to say that Aubrey and Rizzo and Christian, like it's not to say that these people, Emily, were playing bad games, but I think the natural sort of result of the types of twists that occurred this season, you have to play a game like Aubrey to potentially win the game. Like you need to play a game that you can float around different groups of people, because you never know who you're going to end up with when you go to tribal. You never like that. And that's not Aubrey's fault for playing that game like that. Maybe if it was a normal season of Survivor, she would have played a different way. Or maybe she wouldn't even lasted this long because of how she sort of handled the first part of the season, you know? Like she was very much like on the outs.
Her relationships with people throughout the entire season has really
fluctuated, awesome. You know? And so I think if Aubrey ends up winning this, and we'll talk more, I'm sure, about it next episode, but if Aubrey ends up winning this season, I don't want to discredit her game, because I thought she played a very good game for the season that was presented to her.
Yes.
In the context of the season that she played in. But I don't think that she should have had to play a game like that for a season like season 50. I think she deserved to play, like, I just think of Second Chances, where I guess that was a very vote block type of season, but like I feel like everybody was like doing some, like, trying to do a big move. And I don't want to, like, then it's like you don't want to skip this or push the scale too much where it's like big move itis, where everybody's only wanting to make big moves to win the game. But I feel like there's been flashy moments, but nothing too, like.
Rumor has it Mitch is still waiting to make his big move.
And we'll keep him waiting. That is a recap of episode 11. Double feature, guys. Episode 12 will be coming out hopefully
shortly
soon after 11. We have go vote. Go, baby.
Go
your
vote.
democratic right to go vote.
And your vote has actually never mattered more.
Never mattered more.
Someone might
Which
say.
season are we doing? Are we going to cover this summer for our summer rewind series? Are we going to be covering Micronesia, Gabon, Palau, or Cagayan? You guys let us know in the polls.
And to quote,
Pokemon, go to the polls!
And to quote, I believe Emily Flippin from this episode, I didn't write down specifically, it was her or Devin's. Let's be stupid and have some fun.
Let's be stupid and have some fun, you guys, and take that into consideration. Maybe in what season we should do it. So thank you for watching. Follow us on social media at Making Fire Pod on Instagram and TikTok. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what seasons. What should the comment be this episode? Go find the poll. Comment or follow on the poll. Comment this episode. Comment on this episode. Who you... Why can't I think of anything?
Want to go on a one-on-one vacation with?
Yeah.
From the season...
From season 50.
Yeah.
Who would you like to vacation with?
I could pick.
Who would you vacay with, and where would you go if you had to choose for one person for season 50?
Yeah.
So comment that down below on Spotify.
Okay, wait, can you answer?
I think me when I'm like, who the hell was on this season? I think that I would want to. Why do I feel like Camilla and I would really turn up in like, like in New York, like somewhere where it's like, we can go like party or something. Oh my God, send Camilla and I to Las Vegas.
You're sure you don't want to go with Tiff?
Maybe that would be a ball, wouldn't it? That would be a party and a half. Do you have an answer to that question?
Yeah, I think I want to go. I don't know where. I think I want to go with Genevieve to. Oh, where do I want to go? Why do I like low key want to go like to Fiji?
Right, no, of course. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next week. Follow us on Spotify as well. We'll see you all next week. I can't wait to see you there. Out. Bye, smooches.